Okay, I've hit go live on YouTube.
I know. Welcome aboard the Flightship, everyone. That's where you are. The Flightship. And don't you ever forget about it. Because, I don't know, what are you going to do then? I don't know. No one knows. Known fact that no one knows. But welcome aboard. It's good to have you here. It would be pretty bad if you weren't here. It'd be pretty, you wouldn't know, I guess. Egg Catcher, we're back to Egg. I can finally play Egg Catcher. It's been so long. I haven't played at all in the intermitting time. Let's see how much skill I still possess with the first run of Egg Catcher. We're just gonna start because I'm not waiting for people. It's Egg Catcher.
We already got two.
Hi Tom, hi Wally. That's good. I've already died. Egg Catcher's already failed. Well, you know what? That's the thing about Egg Catcher. What? Do what? That can refer to several things. Yep, I'm a bit rusty on Egg Catcher. Don't worry, I'll get better.
Would rather like to avoid a repeat of last stream, which was pure plus 3 hours of level 2 and 3 Egg Catcher.
Well, we are avoiding that. We're starting at level 3 this time. And I'm paying more attention, okay? I'm gonna start in the zone. I failed.
Very good paying attention.
I was paying attention. I'm just not used to doing this, okay? Gotta get back to the groove. Don't worry, these skills build over time, but there is, like, also... I should... There's also, like, you know, like, an element... I don't know. I don't know what mode that was. Anyway, the point is, over time, like, there's, like, there's a recency thing, right? Where, like, you have to practice it or the skill goes away. But, like, clearly I'm doing... Like, but clearly I'm also, my benchmark's higher. Like, I'm not quite in the zone yet. But, like, I haven't lost all the skill from last week. We are progressing. Dang it. That was double. Daily double. Double daily bombless thingy. Gotta warm up a bit, okay?
We'll just have to see how I handle this. This is the first stream in a while where I haven't been, like, I haven't consumed a huge amount of caffeine right before the stream.
Dang it. See, I'm already getting some level of familiarity back with double. Maybe, like, consume a bunch of caffeine right before, like, we do versus. Boss. We'll take a break after... No, I missed an egg. That's weird, there wasn't an egg there. That was a word variant of double. That only sometimes happens. It's very rare. We haven't even seen, like, have we seen the standard yet? I don't think so, but it's hard to tell. Just gotta get myself reacquainted with the system. Oh, 7 away. Right, forgot double has a lot of double bombs. So standard, but like a little bit different. And again,
yeah, new
four,
technical term,
four.
standard, but a little bit different.
I don't know how much of these technical terms are getting into the review. And ideally, I'd like someone to like hack the game, and then I'd just read off what's happening. One away. Oh, very close. Just missed the first one of the three. Only able to chat for a while. I'm with my family eating dinner. We won't be able to talk for a while. I'm playing at catch it. You could just stay on while this happens and listen in to boost view counts. That would be nice.
What are you having for dinner, by the way? I had nachos. We had leftover taco meat from yesterday, so that's what my family tends to do when that happens.
I had rice.
Okay. Just rice?
Yes. I should not have tried to talk while I was in the middle of that. I'm gonna watch that back on the playback just to get a sense of what actually happens at the end of that. Few. Close, but no cigar. Dang it. 7. Burgers and a chocolate milkshake.
Oh,
I
nice.
see.
Gotta love milkshakes.
We also got a lot of rice, so.
Like, really, did you... Just rice?
No. Rice with soy sauce and some sriracha mayo.
Okay, that's better.
Is it? Is it better? I just named seasonings. That's
I mean, it's not
actual
just
nutrition.
tasteless rice. rice is, don't get me wrong, rice is great, but the point of it is to soak up flavor, in my opinion.
I see. I see how it is. No! Oh no! That was so close. I remember that after that single bomb, it's all double bombs from there.
Fries too, of course. Gotta have fries. What kind of fries? They just like your standard fries, or there's some places have like crinkle cut or waffle fries.
This homemade food, or like are you getting this from a restaurant?
I'd assume it'd be a restaurant food, because I mean, burger, fries, milkshake is
I see
generally.
you're making assumptions again.
I am sorry for making assumptions. I should not assume. I am sorry.
Oh no! No! Come on! Why? Why? Why, Sammy? Why?
Why what?
Why did I have to fail it? I already failed this one too. I didn't even put the egg in the middle there. I wonder if it depends on whether or not you fail like an earlier one. Standard is just heats up at the end. Very annoyingly. Can't it just stay easy? No, how did I fail that hard at standard?
Just standard fries. That's good. I don't think I've ever had steak fries before. But I'll take your word for them being good.
Back, it's
Hello, Vent Gaming.
Hello, Vent Gaming.
Has been
you
a hot
came in
minute.
at the worst time we're playing Egg Catcher. Are you ready to see this screen a lot?
I tried to stop.
I'm never leaving. Dang, I choked because I was doing well.
Oh yeah, we're doing Wednesday
Wednesday
streams now?
streams now.
Yes.
Yeah, we announced that on Twitter, and it's in all the bio stuff.
Wednesdays at
On
7
my
o'clock
Twitter.
Central. At least through the summer.
Yeah. Well, something happened. Well, I just couldn't do the Friday times anymore. So yeah. Good reason to follow Twitter. You know that we're playing Egg Catcher on Wednesdays. You know not to come on Wednesdays. I've got cool cover. Cool, right? I mean, I don't know. Having cover is not very cool. It's kind of sad. It's not very fun.
Hope you get
Pretty
better
bad.
soon.
Yes, that too. Hope I get better at Egg Catcher. As I'm sure we all do. If you don't know what I'm talking about, neither do I. sloppy. All the way around. Missing eggs left and right. Some kind of egg misser.
Oh yeah, I mentioned before I was gonna try to start Majora's Mask on stream.
Yes.
I'm sort of getting cold feet, but like, I recognize that I just gotta go for it. There's nothing else for it. So that is, at this point, still happening on Friday at 9 at the previous stream slot. Twitch account, twitch.tv/GalaxyWolf_64.
Alright.
I'm gonna try.
No!
Can't promise it'll go better than Paper Mario before, but
Okay, yeah, sure. Blow me up. Fine. Cool. Just great, really. Why not? Ah, 5 away. Very close. Almost. Kirby will just eat the bombs and get bomb Kirby instead of exploding.
well, Bomb Kirby didn't exist yet, so
Oh yeah, this is the earlier version of Bomb Kirby, where he just dies. Sloppy. Imagine not being able to catch egg. I'd like to see you try. I'll have you know, egg catching is serious business. And very hard. Look, it says challenging when we look at the difficulty mode. That's because this is challenging egg catching. We're not doing any of this easy catch egging. Dang it. Wasn't paying attention on that one. So easy to get into autopilot when it comes to egg catching. But you gotta remember, gotta get back in the game. The egg catching game. No! I was paying attention that time. Just didn't close my mouth fast enough. Fool. Oh, yes, I'm pointing. So disappointing. For blind men can... Yeah, I'll read that after this. Weird. If a blind man can an egg and then a bomb, is that bomb also an egg, or is it a bomb the man wouldn't know? I guess. Whatever that means. By the way, the goal, by the way, is to get all of the eggs filled in on the left. That means catching all the eggs. All 30 eggs. Even if we catch any less than 30 eggs, we fail. That's the rules. And obviously, if we eat a bomb, we also fail. Because bombs are bad for your health. As Kirby surely knows by now. This is a form of torture played on us by DDD. Go away from all the eggs. One time we drew in too quick, and one time we didn't open up quick enough. You are bad at egg. Hey, this is challenging, okay? Have you ever beaten Egg Catcher on challenging? I didn't think so. It's a lot harder than it looks, okay? Come on. Just do one of these. Oh! Thousand. Baited by that double bomb, even though I know it's there every single time. Come on. That's crane fever. Ah. Nine eggs. Come on. 10 eggs. Just eggs. What? 5 eggs. There's too many eggs.
You ever wonder if you maybe inflicted this form of torture on yourself?
I don't wonder that, I know that, but this is... I can't give up on the very last minigame.
Right, you should have given up on quick draw then with the,
I do that.
say something, but I'm out of passive-aggressive comments.
Look, sometimes you just gotta do things. And yeah, they're difficult. But that doesn't change the fact that they gotta get done by someone. This isn't really one of those, but like, you get the idea. How can I say that I've completely played Kirby's Adventure and experienced all it has to offer if I don't get a perfect and challenging mode of egg catcher? This is the grand Kirby Let's Play, not the sort of okay Kirby Let's Play. Not the I decided to give up on egg catcher Kirby Let's Play. 14 eggs. they didn't get almost to the top of Mount Everest and then turn around because there was a few eggs in their way. Did they? Because if they did, that'd be really weird. Like, how would there be eggs on Mount Everest? And thus my point is serviced. They would never do that. I wasn't paying attention. I messed up the beginning. They didn't stop the moon landings because of a few eggs, now did they? Now did they? No, they pursued on. They pursued on because it's important. Because it is in the human spirit to attempt the impossible. And that includes Egg Catcher challenging version. With a lag, preventing me from getting my eggs. I missed 2 of them. Come on.
You're on low latency mode, right?
Oh yeah, I know. I forgot about that. Okay, I turned down low latency mode. Died in the intro. I felt low latency mode then. Great Egg Crusades. Yeah, the Crusaders did not hesitate to kill a lot of innocent people just because a few eggs got in their way. Did they? Although it might have been better if they had 1 egg. It's like the Crusades are a mess. Not actually a good thing to compare to. But they didn't give up. Because of eggs, at least. I mean, they didn't really succeed. My point is, there are many moments in history when people could have stopped because, come on, when people could have stopped because eggs were in their way, and like they didn't because I mean it's eggs, and also because they had a tenacity, a human spirit to them. That got 30 eggs! There we go!
Oh! I wasn't even looking.
And y'all doubted me! I mean, you didn't doubt me, you just told me that this was torturous and that it was my fault. Both of which are still true, even after I succeeded.
Well, at least we get boss rush now, and,
It's even laggy in the okay, the perfect attempt was laggy in the live stream, but at the very least, it said perfect, and everyone saw that it said perfect, and no one can deny that. They can't.
I think that
If I really hashtag. If they really do want to deny it, if for the footage, if we need to redo any of these for the footage, we're abusing save states. like for the review footage, if this needs to be redone for anything, reviews like very stage states.
You know I don't have a problem with that.
Nope. That's A-okay. That's in the Sammy approved things. Whew! I just put the Switch back into the dock, and I'm switching back to the NES controller for authenticity purposes. And it's time to play more Kirby's Adventure. Who's ready to play Kirby's Adventure?
Oh boy, I am. Except I'm not
You
the one
did it.
being able to play.
Oh yeah, sorry. You did it, Eggmaster Flightsy. I am an Eggmaster. Who's ready for some eggs? I like some eggs. Dad, can I have eggs? Can I have some eggs? Sure, that's how Kirby eats them. No, that's too much work. I'm not... Okay. Alright, that'll be good.
Looks like
Sometime
someone in our
between
chat
this
is ready for some eggs.
No, I was just gonna say sometime before the next stream, so it's clearly in celebration of my beating Egg Catcher. Me, I am me. Let's play versus, boss!
So, all 8 bosses in a row with no copy abilities and no health. 6 hit points.
Is this more or less difficult than Egg? Oh, come on! We'll see if this takes more or less tries than Egg Catcher.
Keep in mind you're going up against Meta Knight as the 6th boss.
I gotta say, this is way hard. Like, doing Wispy Woods is way harder in extra mode of Dreamland. Paint Roller.
Now, I don't believe his attacks give you copy abilities in the versus boss mode.
Well, like they restricted it?
Oh no,
No,
they do. But you have very
Granted,
limited
most-
abilities, considering you get what Paint Roller gives you
Yeah.
and
All
what
things
Krako
considered,
gives you.
It's usually a bad idea to take the copy abilities for this. Like, most of the bosses in this game are better fought without copy abilities, except for Krako, and you're forced to with Meta Knight. Like, this guy is just about... Like, a great deal of bosses in this game are very easy. It's just about staying out of Paint Roller's way, and, like, it's just about basically about staying out of the middle when Paint Roller is doing something, and then hitting him with a thing. Like, this isn't clean, obviously. I shouldn't be losing health points this easily, but it's not a difficult boss until we get to Meta Knight.
I think I was thinking of Kirby 64, because in that game they really do they do restrict copy abilities. Like, stuff that would give you copy abilities in the fights in the main game does not in that game's boss rush. Be nice, but I don't think any
Real battle is against the sticky controllers of Kirby's Adventure.
oh yeah,
Like,
OBS
I don't mean to
just,
clown on Kirby's Adventure.
OBS
What?
just did a stutter. It's back online now.
That's okay, I just died.
I was saying earlier, Fireball would be a really good ability to have, but I don't think any bosses give it. Wispy Woods gives no abilities. Paint
Most
Roller has
bosses
a strange assortment of Ball, Spark, Parasol, Wheel, stuff like that. And I think Crash and Mike. Very rarely. Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright, I don't think give anything. Then Kracko can give you high jump. I don't think he can give you beam in this game.
Oh my goodness.
Heavy Mole? I don't remember. Yeah, I don't think Heavy Mole can give you anything. You get the sword from Meta Knight, and then, yeah. So Kracko and Paint Roll are the only fights where you can get abilities.
I mentioned how the controls in Kirby's Adventure, maybe it's just input lag from NSO, but I swear this game is so stiff. I lost 2 health points to Wispy Woods. Wispy Woods is not a difficult boss in this game. In, like, any mode. There we go, Paint Roll was out of the way. Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright are pretty tricky. Because Paint Roll and Whisper Woods, I pretty much only mess up because of the controls. Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright are fairly predictable, they're also pretty tricky with their attack patterns. Just because the jump button sometimes doesn't register correctly. Not being able to jump is... It makes the game harder.
I really don't like the shooting stars in this. It just stresses me out.
Yes, they're very unpredictable. But they worked out that time. And then Meta Knight's just... Meta Knight is a really good premise, but like the controls can't like support it. Ow. Like this game just does not control well enough for the Meta Knight fight as is. That's with a decent amount of health. Oh, it gives you high jump! Oh, because we have to do the full phase.
Yeah, and Kracko also spits out Starman during the fight, so...
Yeah. Kracko, here, like, as a boss, generally is built for high jump. High jump's nice because while you're doing it, you are invincible to pretty much everything. But you know it can get you on the downswing. Or there. Versus boss is pretty difficult.
Somebody in chat is speaking in Arabic.
I don't know Arabic.
Me neither.
So can't respond to that. Meta Knight's probably gonna be the trickiest thing, right? Just because he's one of the harder bosses normally. That keeps happening. Whiskey's dead now. Like, Meta Knight is like a really good boss, but like very memorable time. But like the controls aren't really good enough so that the fight feels fair and non-frustrating. Thanks, Baron. Kind of dangerous for me. I probably should have waited because it might have jumped there. But this run isn't gonna be the one anyway. It was quite a difficult boss rush. Mostly because Kirby Adventure just has some quite difficult bosses. And it killed me after the death animation, okay. Gotta stop failing at Wispy. There we go. That's how Wispy should be handled. Swiftly and like without any difficulties. The most dangerous thing about Paint Roller isn't anything that like they actually make. It's the unpredictability of their movements.
That was close.
That was very close. Sunshine and Mr. Bright are more predictable than Paint Roller, but like they're just kind of trickier. They just have moves that like it really does help when the jump button works. I pressed it twice. Oh, now it's working. When the jump button works, the fight is a lot easier. Okay. Okay. And sometimes I just corner you with some... Come on. Please work.
So I translated the Arabic message. They said something about it being 3 a.m. where they are.
Huh. I'm glad you decided to watch Kirby's Adventure. The best thing to do at 3 a.m. as far as I am concerned. As I never say, but probably should say more often. Watch Kirby's Adventure at 3 in the morning. It's just genuinely good life advice, if you know what I mean. And what I mean is that it's just genuinely good life advice. I'll probably just see what Tracko's gonna do before I do something. Oops, okay.
Miscalculated.
Just missed that. This is a bit tricky thing to do versus boss, because this is a game full of tricky bosses. Oh, having 2 apples does more damage. Confirmed. Which one is Crash?
The bomb, probably.
Ah, yes. And I'm guessing using the bomb probably does more damage than spitting it out at him.
Probably.
Just Crash.
From what I can tell, the bomb and the microphone are very rare.
You never tell with paintball. There we go. Not as clean as it could be, though. Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. Like, all the late game bosses are decently tricky, though. Tapping Meta Knight, DDD, and Nightmare.
I don't think this boss rush includes mid-bosses. So at least that's
yeah.
good.
We've had
some of the trickier
with
ones
the
like
mid-bosses.
Bugsy and Rolling Turtle might be frustrating in a boss rush like this.
Yes. on.
I'm still fascinated by the fact that there's an enemy in this game, Rolling Turtle, that hasn't appeared in any other Kirby game, even this game's full remake.
It's very weird.
I think his art, like I've looked at his official art, and he's kind of ugly, not gonna lie, but I drew a redesign of him once, and I think it could be really cool, especially if they were gonna return the throw ability at some point. Like, I imagine that throw would be neat in 3D, because, like, that would allow, kind of combine, like, Kirby's base inhale with Ranger's targeting, right? And you could get some really cool kind of gameplay, you know? Like, give you the power behind your basic inhale, and your, like, strong stars from that, with the range and targeting systems of Ranger, right? I think that would be cool.
They already have a 3D targeting.
So yeah, throw would be a fun ability to come back. And as far as I can tell, Fan and Rolling Turtle. Well, Fan, Rolling Turtle, and one enemy from Squeak Squad that I don't remember what it's called. I think it's Bun, yeah. It's this, like, bunny with arms for ears, basically. Its ears curl over into, like, fists. And those are the only enemies that I've ever given the throw ability.
Yeah.
But I was saying before, I once, like, drew a little redesign of what I think Rolling Turtle could look like in a modern game, and I actually think it was pretty cute, so. Alright.
Get rid of high jump, because it's kind of useless for this boss fight. It's the exact opposite of high jump, in terms of, like, it's a lateral.
Yeah.
Horizontal. Which is probably a better word.
Yeah, so Heavy Mole just spits out mini Heavy Moles from behind. And I guess you just need to wait for an opportune moment.
Yeah. It's more of a patience game than anything, and just staying on your toes for cheap tricks.
Okay, so if you watch him carefully, you see the trapdoors on his back open like a second
Yeah, it
before he
telegraphs
shoots.
himself. The only bit is when it's going up and you're worrying going, like, dying off screen. Because he does this. And sometimes his arms reach a little farther than you think, and sometimes he, like, stalls, so it goes backwards on the screen, so... So, like, again, it's not like he poses zero threat. He's getting... He got me that one time. He's not a massively anything boss. He's just kind of there.
Crushed on the screen border.
That's annoying. It is kind of weird, though.
He has been in more games than Rolling Turtle has, though.
Yes, I guess.
Nightmare in Dreamland and Kirby's Avalanche.
Have lost again a health to Wispy. Which I really don't think I would have. The controllers on this thing.
I have a feeling we're gonna have a lot of fun with Nightmare in Dreamland.
Yeah, I have the
Because
feeling
it's
that
a really solid game premise, but without all the...
But it's a very jank game.
Yeah. And while sometimes that jank leads to some really fun
Oh my god.
bugs you can exploit, it also leads to.
I want to know, because I
Yes.
heard that they fixed some of the lag issues on 3D Classics. So I'm very interested to see how much of a difference that makes. And how much of this is the control scheme versus how... Oh my god. Oh my god. I was gonna say how much is the control scheme versus how much is actually caused by lagging and stuff. I hate this boss.
Oh, we're gonna be able to do Nightmare and Dreamland co-op as well.
Oh yeah, you'll be here. One health for these guys. Not looking bright. I pressed the button there. I did jump there. There's something I've noticed a little bit with Dreamland, but I think because the lagging is an issue, right? But I've also noticed that, like, again, sometimes it will eat inputs if they're made, like, too close to other inputs. Which is really annoying when you want to, like, run and jump. Bye, Wispy. But I am excited for Nightmare. Because it'll be interesting. Sometimes it just doesn't want to do anything.
Oh yeah, that does
Way
really good
more.
damage.
Always go for the crash option. The croption. You get it, it's like a portmanteau of crash and option. Do you understand the joke, Sammy? You know, I'm quite proud of that one, honestly. Sometimes the shooting stars just do that. Oh boy. We are stuck. That was fun. Switch back, please. Right. Okay. Guess that's a thing that happened. done? Are we done with Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright? I don't like that, boss. Expected. Didn't need that. Thank you, Krakow. Goodbye. Thank you, Krakow, for once again. The battle is on Hog Rider. I don't know what that means. Anyway, thank you, Krakow, once again for being incredibly easy. Glad to keep that tradition alive. Let's hurt him. That'll be nice. Come on. That should have hit. See, that one hit.
Yeah, I do not understand that.
Got him. Okay.
Alright.
Thanks, that. Oh. OMG, did you guys finally beat Egg Catcher? Yes, we finally did be a catcher. Good morning, night.
Egg Catcher was long and difficult, but we're on boss rush now.
Go your way tonight. Whenever any of you play any of the bloody newer Kirby boss rushes and complain about it being difficult, just don't want to fight Meta Knight. Meta Knight's hard. Meta Knight's hard. Again, because 3D Quest will enter an interesting question. How much of my issues here are caused by lag? This is an important question to answer. Crash Kirby!
Takes off
Crash
about half
doesn't
his health
instant
bar.
We consider it's Crash. It's kind of surprisingly little. Okay. Paymon just took out 2 of my healths.
Okay, get Mike. You can...
Alright, we can preserve. We can
You have 2 more mics.
bloody kill off. Hopefully, this will make this battle easy. The next battle easier. Okay, that didn't work.
Alright,
Yeah, the
that
mic
was
only appears to do
disappointing.
like 1 star worth of damage. Oh, come on! Okay, now would be a great time to switch. Where's the button? A lot of times, you press the A button, and it just does not register a jump in this game. And I can't tell if that's like a problem with how the controls are coded, or if that is just because of the lag in this game sometimes.
The sun is a deadly laser.
Keeps firing at me. Why is Mr. Bright and Mr. Shine the World 3 boss?
Yeah, I guess
Like, I have more trouble.
Krako would have made more sense earlier in the game.
Right? Why do people keep like putting Krako in like the places where difficult bosses should be? I mean, when I say people, I mean like the people who made these first 2 games.
Yeah, Triple Deluxe, I think, did it right. Krako is only World 3.
Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright should be like the last boss before Meta Knight.
Yeah, and like in Star Allies, Krako is basically the semi-final boss before Flamberge, and then
Yeah,
the Divine Terminus.
no version of Krako actually deserves that much.
And
Oh, come on.
Star Allies version is especially easy.
Yes.
At least the bomb isn't like Bomber, where it just has a stupidly large explosion radius.
Yes.
Defeat it or run away. There's no in-between. But, like, in a boss fight, it would be super annoying. I guess if I were to rank the bosses, Wispy Woods, Krako, Paint Roller, Heavy Mole, Mr. Shine, Mr. Bright in terms of difficulty. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Paint Roller can be taken out fairly easily, but like they can also be very tricky. Like they
Yeah,
can
I'd
also,
say
like,
Wispy
just screw
Woods
over a bit.
starts you with just inhale the apples and spit them out at the big giant target. You
And the
know,
only difficult thing is
Krako.
wrestling control away from the lag.
Krako then is, here's a boss that works on abilities. So let's see how you work with an ability to fight a boss. Then Paint Roller is either, really. It gives you a ton of
Oh.
abilities.
I didn't
Humor me
think
for a
about it
moment
way.
that they actually might be useful in the fight. And to
Hey,
just
Crash
pick
and
the...
microphone are very useful.
Yeah. But, like, Paint Roller, then, is also moves a lot more than Krako does.
Come on! Screw you, Mr. Bright. Not so bright now, are you? Okay, you kind of are, but Okay. That might be the best I've done on them.
Then Heavy Mole, after Paint Roller... With Paint Roller, the boss is moving. Then Heavy Mole, both the boss itself and the level itself are moving. So you need to keep moving yourself in order to avoid getting left behind. Not only to avoid taking damage. And then Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright are,
Tricky.
yeah.
I do want to say, I wish they made, like, more bosses that, like, are clearly designed around an ability. Because I think that is very cool, of course. And, like, as much as this version's high jump isn't as fun as, like, Return to Dreamlands is, this fight is very fun, and using high jump is very satisfying for it.
Oh, I just thought of something. So
What?
Squeak Squad's Kracko has a gimmick where part of the floor disappears and there's bottomless pits. But wouldn't that be so fun with Return to Dreamlands? Like an aerial battle with Return to Dreamlands high jump, where you can just, you know...
Yeah.
Just go wild with it. Just...
Or something like, so, I think an aerial battle would be, like a truly aerial battle would be very cool. Something, but it would have to be with, like, an ability that, like,
Wing?
like, press the button to stay well, you still have to press the button with Wing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a
Wing.
better thing for a complete area, but I'm thinking if you
Beetle?
with Plasma's helper...
Or,
What?
yeah. Something like that.
Or the idea that, like, you could have a completely aerial fight.
I guess that is kind of what Nightmare is in this game, though. Nightmare Orb, at least.
Yeah, but, like, that's using a copy ability you've never had before. Like, it would be nice if they made a copy ability around that concept.
What if they gave ESP an ability to float like that?
Yeah, that would work.
Because ESP, I think, doesn't have too much going on for it at the moment. It just teleports and has the, like, the magic ball thing. And while it's useful, it's nice when you have more options with abilities. Which is why I thought it was cool when Star Allies gave Plasma the ability to just kind of warp around with static electricity. Use that to move quickly rather than to attack. Give you more options to use your static charge for.
I gotta say, having no way to heal in this boss rush is so aggravating.
I've done the Dreamland 3 one. It's very similar to this, except Dreamlands 3's bosses take forever because they are very conservative on the way that they handle giving you projectiles. At least with this game, there's not a whole lot of waiting around until you can hit the boss, and there's even one boss, Meta Knight, where that's hardly a concern. With Dreamland 3, man, the bosses have random patterns, often of which only one pattern they can do actually gives you a projectile. So you can be sitting around with Kracko or Dedede in that game for, like, I kid you not, 30 seconds to a minute, just walking to dodge its attacks, and not having any way Sorry if I got loud there.
Oh, it's fine. That does not sound very fun.
It's so annoying. And Kirby 64 is similar. Like, the second boss, its first phase is just last it out. You can't damage it.
No! Bloody stupid game can't recognize when I bloody turn directions. Sometimes. So aggravating. I had time for this. Come on! Why are you so early in the game? You hate me so much. But he brought me down to 1. The third boss. Why do they hate Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright so? Like they're not like as difficult as Meta Knight, but they're more infuriating. At least I very much respect what Meta Knight's fight is trying to do, even if I don't think it actually has the hardware capabilities to make it not an aggravating mess.
I want to see Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright redesigned into like a more modern fight, like what Triple Deluxe did for Krakow.
I'd like to see him be a good fight for once. Getting overly salted about. Come here to Flightship so you can hear me get incredibly salty about cartoon suns and moons as bosses in a Kirby game.
Because the idea that they switch out is interesting to me, and
Oh, it's nice. I do like it, and how they help each other even when they're not.
they could do more with that now with the greater animation and stuff in more modern games, and they could even make a little bit of a once you beat one, the other enters like a bit of a rage mode. You know?
I mean, like, this isn't the last time we see them, right? There is, like, another boss fight with them, right?
As Dreamland 3 as part of Adeline, I think.
Oh.
And it's, as far as I can tell, pretty much the same fight as this game. I don't remember exactly.
Okay, Mole, you're getting a bit testy here. So you're testing my patience. So take that. See, I could beat Kracko and Heavy Mole, 1 health bar. No, Mr. Shine, Mr. Bright. I just remember there was like one fight where like, they'd have this huge laser beam thingy.
Rings a bell, but I...
Alright! New record of Meta Knight. You know, if I did well on Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright, at least I'd have like a fair shot on Meta Knight. I'd still probably lose. And then like Nightmare is still a quite difficult boss after Meta Knight. DDD I died a few times on too.
Nightmare can be cheesed, I believe.
I was not aware of this factoid.
From what I remember, when you jump, you do that spin thing with the star rod, right? And
yes.
that makes you near immune to everything he throws at you. Maybe not his projectiles, but just jumping through him will completely nullify any damage that you would take. Now, provided the drawback to this is the jump spin attack for the star rod does hardly any damage. It takes like 3 jump hits to take off 1 little tick off of his health bar, compared to the star shooting attack, which I think does about 15 times the damage I calculated once.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm more concerned. Nightmare's harder phase is his ball phase.
That is true. Yeah, it strikes me we've actually seen most of this game's bosses remixed for later Kirby games. But not Heavy Mole and not Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright.
Hey!
That was a good fight.
We did well! We only lost 1 hit point on Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. But that was definitely possible. I'm getting better at Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. Hey, it's good to be playing, you know, gameplay that's actually from the game.
Yeah.
Oh! This time, man. Okay, we're doing bad on Crackle. Really bad on Crackle. At least it went down easy. Eventually. You really shouldn't have lost that much health there, Crackle. Every moment. Oh, not this again, not this again. Oh, they didn't do it.
just me, or did he open his trapdoor and then not shoot?
Yeah, no. Oh, I saw that. Oh, come on! I forgot about the weird screen border thing Kirby's Adventure has. Yeah.
Well,
Ah,
that was the
invincibility
thing.
frames due to Mike. That's nice. But to know that that can happen. I'll become more careless with Mike now. Really helpful. It's dead. You guys are being so agreeable with me. I get that you're trying to kill him, but like, you have a bit more decorum about it. Oh, come on, stupid. Hate that that can happen. Ay, ay, ay. Oh man, really? Oh, 5 for that. Smash.
So a bit under half of his health bar, it looks like.
Yay. Paint roll is down.
Yeah, this game's boss rush definitely moves faster than Dreamland 3's at least.
I think its bosses are much more designed. I mean, they're just much better designed for an ability-less Kirby. Which all Kirby bosses should be designed for an ability-less Kirby. Or at the very least, in a case like Krakow, give it, make it fairly easy. Thanks, Mr. Shine. Glad to know that you're still like this. Alright, Mr. Brightside. Great teamwork. Glad you guys are working together.
Oh no, I just remembered their fight in Dreamland 3. It's much worse than... I seem to remember the dead one bouncing around the screen like the THX logo.
Oh. Please. Of course.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Hey, this guy is so fun. Come on.
I know I brought attention to this before we started this call, but could I just bring attention again to the fact that Philip's user icon is like a pie or a crepe with whipped cream and strawberries?
Well, I mean, they gave me the option.
And I know, use it.
I bought the thing. Oh yeah, I missed the
It's
first
making me
wave.
hungry.
I missed the first wave of strikers
Yeah.
icons, and I'm really bummed out because I have every other icon, and it's really sad.
Yeah, Philip's been like grinding out platinum points to get all the icons.
And like now I've learned it was all for nothing in the end. Okay.
Sorry, I guess I thought like it shows up in like the NSO app, and also I was using one of the new ones. I've been on this speech icon for the entirety for a...
Have you not noticed I'm not the most observant person?
Fair.
I need all of the help I can get.
Alright, next time there's like an extra wave of like... Because normally there's only one series of icons each month, but sometimes they just randomly have more. Like, April was supposed to be Splatoon 2, but then they randomly threw Kirby icons in there as well.
Well, the random icons are always due to like a new game
Yes.
that they're coming out with.
But some, like,
I'm hoping I'm hoping they take pity and rerun some of these, and then I can get that first wave.
Hopefully. Kinda looking forward to if they... Kinda hoping they do Fire Emblem and Xenoblade icons, what with the new games launching soon.
Probably will.
Because the basic Switch profile editor doesn't have any icons from those series. Which I think is just frustrating.
You know what's also frustrating?
Yeah, Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright, I know. You don't have to remind us.
Really, do you? Do you really know? Do you know, like, truthfully in your heart, how frustrating these guys get? Yeah, we actually beat Mr. Shine first. What does it mean to know something? Is it as simple as having the knowledge in your head? Or is there, like, a more intimate, like, definition that one... Come on! Another strike after death!
The, Spanish language has 2 words that translate in English to know. Or to the word know.
Oh, what's the difference between them?
One of them is for knowing a fact, or like something that's just a binary, you know it or you don't. And one of them is you could also potentially translate it as to be familiar with. So like, you could know a city, but if you know a city, you're not implying that you know literally every corner of it. If you say you know a person, you're not, like, it'd be used for a city or a person or something like that, that you can, like, be familiar with, but you can't really.
You can be familiar with something, or you can know a fact, but you may not be familiar with exactly what that fact means. For instance, Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright being difficult. Oh, come on! Okay, can we admit that me doing the boss rush is not a stupid thing I've inflicted upon myself, right?
Right.
This is a legitimate mode.
Still might have been somewhat untested, but it's at least there, and
yeah,
at least this one seems the idea is you beat it.
This was intended to be in. I don't know. I still don't think it tracks that that you beat this.
Again,
but,
it doesn't, but.
This isn't something I'm taking out of context or
Right.
taking a cool feature like, hey, let's let them, like, try those bonus games, and then being like, let's perfect them all. And then in most games, clearing the boss rush, in most Kirby games, clearing the boss rush is, like, integral to getting 100%.
Yeah.
It's not here.
Dreamland 3 and Kirby
like,
64, it
bad taste
definitely
not to.
counts towards the percent counter.
Yeah. Not doing it here would be in bad taste. Considering the values given in the Grand Kirby project. I say that like there's like a moral point to this. Betrays the values I hold dear as part of the Grand Kirby project. I morally cannot abide by not doing the boss rush.
Okay,
Oh,
you just,
another frame. Oh, I'm not complaining.
yeah.
I mean, I am complaining a lot, but not about that. Winning so much. We're almost 2 hours in, but to be fair, a lot of that was
Live chat says 11 people.
So, no, like, there hasn't been a lot of messages from what I've seen, but a lot of people are just watching me suffer. They don't have anything to say on it. They're just like, yeah, this guy's suffering. Okay.
But I want to see that. I want to say that's the highest number of concurrent viewers I've seen on one of our streams. So that's
like
cool.
Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright to die now. All civil discourse goes away when I'm on Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. They don't deserve civil. Oh, come on! He just fell on top of me. Like, I know I could have seen him there, but like, I know that's partially my fault, because, like, I could have predicted that one. But it doesn't feel fair. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, great. How many more hit points will fall to Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright? Oh, good, he jumped over it. We're at half health from what was full health.
That
Oh
number
my
has
gosh, he
dropped to
jumped
8.
over it again. Yeah, because Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. That's why. Stop jumping!
And back up to 10.
Stop. Jump. Come on, come on. I swear, I swear, I swear. Come on. No! And he still got one after he died. This guy just keeps hitting me after I die. I don't like Mr. Shine. Do not like them in a house. I do not like them in a mouse. I do not like them in this game. I think they're actually quite lame.
Nice rhyme,
No,
but
okay.
are you intending to be here in Rainbow Resort?
What? Whoa, what's happening over there? What?
My screen... You're paused right now, but you've just been, like, wandering the map on Rainbow Resort.
No, I'm playing Kirby's... I'm in Krako's fight.
No, you are not!
I am on my screen.
Well, look at the stream.
I know, I see it. So I unpaused, went back to Krako's fight. That is a really weird glitch.
Okay. How about we,
Yeah, can you go out and go back in? Because
you
like it's working on my end.
press minus. You need... I can't do anything from here. Oh, I can end the online session, but,
Yeah, and then jump back in. Because you disconnected. But this is the weirdest glitch I've ever seen.
I've never seen this before.
Oh my goodness, the high jump screen has a star and Mr. Shine, I think.
Alright, you're... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're back. What in the heck?
That was so weird. It never changed for me. That's... I wonder if that glitch has been documented before. Like, what happened there?
I have no idea. From
So
what
now
it
it's on
looked
that-
like,
now
it
it's
was
on that-
definitely replicating your inputs from the boss fight.
Well, luckily it's not it was not overly important information that was lost. I'm done. That was so weird. Surprised no one's talking. Oh, hey, I've been meaning to ask. Retro Rewind. Can I get up there? Like in Dreamland? Out? No. Got hurt there. Have you been playing Miniland, man?
Oh no, I haven't.
Why not?
There's a lot on my plate. I'm
Fair enough.
already in the middle of, like, a few different games. Like, been watching Tom play through Xenoblade 2. I myself have been playing through the demo of Fire Emblem Three Hopes. And then I've also been playing through Bug Fables, The Everlasting Sapling, and Castlevania Circle of the Moon. So, like, my games list is kind of full. At least for, like, single-player projects.
Let's see. No.
And then I've been on a playthrough of Stardew Valley with Yuri Lily and one of her friends.
Alright.
But Yeah, there's been a lot. And then I've also been using free time for drawing.
I could see how you would not have time for, my thing. Mario vs. Donkey Kong. But I'm having fun with it.
I'm glad to hear that.
One of my old favorites as a child. You can tell because the manual was in bad condition. What? Why is it saying not a... Okay. You know what? That only popped up on my screen. So it's fine. Come on! No! I'm just like 50% more angry when it comes to Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. I pressed the button! But the bosses in this game are tricky enough that anytime the game just anytime anytime any of the numerous issues that sometimes crop up in this game, including input lag and just it eating inputs, is super frustrating.
By the way, Tom in chat says, probably some sort of desync in regards to
I guess.
the
It's just,
glitch.
why Rainbow Resort? I guess that's what happens when you load up the main save.
Yeah.
Rainbow Resort. Okay. That seems on brand.
Okay.
That seems on brand.
I have a bit of a theory, not anything too detailed about why that would happen, but I just remember that there was one point when you just started running around the screen and getting hit by random stuff without fighting back on Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. So I believe it started then. Meaning that not only have Mr. Shine and Mr.
They killed me, yes. What else?
But
They caused a desync?
I was saying, yes, they have actually broken the game.
Let's see. Great. I love it.
I just think it's
come on.
funny that this just happened to happen when you when you're fighting Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright while bosses.
Mr. Shine, Mr. Bright. Worst characters. Has already taken out 2 of my health. think I accidentally fired during some invincibility
Yeah.
frames. We actually did no hit Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. Yay. Alright, Cracko time. There we go. Properly done, Cracko. This is a really nice angle. Everyone. Okay, this is a fun pattern that we're employing this time. Thanks, Heavy Mole. Heavy Mole's just a bit of a jank boss, I think.
Yeah.
I jumped. I didn't jump. At least I did not float. Or at least by the time I'm done with this, I'll probably be quite good at Meta Knight. Thanks, Slag. Really liked how you wouldn't spit out the thing in time, or suck in the act one time. That really helped when fighting this boss. I think 3 is the record amount of hit points I get to Meta Knight with. Roller? Okay, you too. Oh, this is too far over. Alright. At the very least, they're going by quick. And there we go.
Like I was saying before, I really didn't like the Kirby 64 boss rush.
Yeah?
I think it's mainly because I don't like those bosses, like, specifically when put into a, when put into that boss rush setting with no abilities and stuff, because Kirby 64's bosses, I think, I really liked. They had a lot of spectacle to them.
Right.
Could be a bit slow going, but that's fine when you're just playing through them the first time and figuring out how to beat them. And there was a lot of fun to be had just with the spectacle of it all. But when you put that in a 7-boss, rush where you have to fight everything at once, I think it gets rather annoying.
Where did we get that one?
I mean,
You remember the
you remember the alien spaceship boss, right? where it starts you on the elevator and having to dodge their attacks before you get to the top.
Which world?
World 2?
Yeah, the one that the holograms are based off
Yeah.
of?
And that, like, at the first time, that teaches you what their patterns are gonna be and how they're gonna move before you get to fight them in the full, in the second half of the fight. But, like, in the boss rush, you have to go through that every single time.
Yep. Okay. I like most of like oh my, come on. All of the boss design for this game is very nice. And I quite like fighting the bosses generally feels good. Even Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright feel good. And like even Meta Knight, like again, Meta Knight, part of why I still love him is that it feels good. But like when you're in the continuous boss rush, you need to, it forces you to be good at the fight in a way that makes it a lot more frustrating whenever a jank pops out.
When you inhaled both stars from the sun's laser, I forget which one he is.
Mr. Bright.
Mr. Bright. The copy ability icon said miss.
Weird.
So, on one hand, that means those stars might give an ability. Even if not, you could technically get any ability from that fight randomly.
So if I get 2 stars, I can mix them.
Yeah.
Let's keep that in mind. That might be, that might make things interesting. Or at the very least might make this fight a bit easier.
Yeah. Nothing's gonna change the Meta Knight fight, but, whatever, I know for a fact, whatever ability you have before grabbing the sword is retained. So after Meta Knight, you'll continue with what you had before.
Right. But honestly, I could also just get Crash and beat Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright much easier.
Yeah.
Or it could be Fireball.
Fireball, yeah, was what I was thinking.
I think
Although
Fireball's a
Fireball
lot better
wouldn't be
for
that.
mid-bosses.
Fireball wouldn't be that great for Kracko or Heavy Mole, to be honest.
Yeah. And I think, again, Kracko just works incredibly well for high jump.
Yeah.
I think the best I could hope for is that either Fireball makes it easier with the Shiny Mr. Bright, which I'm not even sure if it will.
Well,
Or-
it would allow you to damage them and go through them, so as long as you've got their patterns in mind,
Yes.
then it would allow you to finish the fight quicker and with less headache.
Yeah.
A laser would definitely be a good ability to get. That would be good on just about anything. Especially Heavy Mole.
Especially Heavy Mole.
Rather than having to wait for his projectiles, you can just
Either
stand
way,
at a safe distance.
having Nick as a possibility, very helpful.
Yeah, I saw clear as day the mix icon show up when you inhaled both of the stars from
Let's see what happens
Mr.
when I
Shine,
inhale one
Mr.
of
Bright's laser at the same time.
those. See what happens when I inhale one of these.
Oh,
Hutter! Which I guess
The
he
moon
does
shape.
use.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then it's Fireball. Either fire or
It's
Fireball.
gotta be.
But he shoots frickin' fireballs, so why would it not be Fireball? So their
Well, that's
stars
not
are
this time.
elemental. They give you abilities. If you consider Cutter an element.
Which is also something that is not common in later games.
Yeah, only star allies from what I remember. It has those colored stars that give you abilities. And Cutter is actually just pretty good. Cutter wouldn't be the worst for Heavy Mole or DD.
Oh, you're right. Cutter would be way better for Heavy Mole than Still, neither are very good for Kraken.
Yeah.
It was just very made.
At least for Cutter, you could just... You'd have to learn his patterns, but you could
Like,
just
we-
jump and throw boomerangs.
I'm also really doing bad at it.
Okay, that's a mix. Crash, go!
And crash! Still hit me with a second star.
Yeah, but that's a revelation that that's a possibility.
Yeah.
I legit did not know that those stars gave you abilities and thought it was weird that you couldn't inhale their projectile attacks. Bright's
Yeah, I mean-
fireball and Shine's boomerang, you know?
That changes everything about their fight. And also just, like, both of those abilities just make their fight easier
Yeah.
as well.
That's amazing. We should be getting the Meta Knight more consistently then, right?
Yes. I'll think about trying to keep Cutter.
Yeah. Kracko,
Because,
his patterns are a bit different in this game than in Dreamland, but you could still do Cutter. Cutter could still... Like, if you just recognize... His
Yeah.
lightning attack would be a bit difficult, because you'd have to fly over him. With Fireball, you could dash through that. But Fireball would be more difficult to hit the main boss with. Would probably be slower. We haven't even confirmed that it's Fireball yet. But, I think it's likely, considering, again, he shoots fireballs.
I might also just mix and see what happens.
Yeah.
Like, because having an ability to mix is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Although it does leave me very open to being hit by...
The second wave.
Yeah.
Which is... Figure out a way to get that consistently without taking damage. Could be fire proper. In that case, that wouldn't be that great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think regular fire breath would be that effective.
Yeah.
Again, for a mix, I would hope for laser. Because laser would not only be good for the fight at hand, but also prove very effective for heavy maul and DD as well.
Only Cracker with how high he gets isn't again. Laser is helpful for anything that is horizontal to you.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there are any other abilities that would be worthwhile to have. I can't think anything off the top of my head. Like...
Oh.
Throw definitely does a lot of damage, but it also locks you in place. In order to throw the enemies.
I just want to see if this actually is burning. Because this run clearly isn't going anywhere.
Just fire, dang. Yeah, I can't see how that would be very helpful for any particular fight. So the mix is what you should be going for here. Either take a cutter or attempt a mix.
Right. Oh, the beginning part of Cracker will also be hard without high jump.
Yeah.
Like this
Although, yeah. Although you could just kind of hold up and hover. You would have to dodge some things, but I
don't think it wants you to do that. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's worth it to like keep Cutter to like D all the way to D when it makes Cracker so much harder.
Right.
It does make heavy roll easier, but like. I don't know if Paint Roller's abilities are useful. Just clarifying that none of Paint Roller's abilities are useful.
I don't think so.
I'll try mixing some stuff. Stone. That is okay. Please get off me.
Okay, stone's great, but like, not for heavy mode.
No, not for anymore.
You're not gonna want to pass this fight.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not talking much. The coffee I had at like 1 in the afternoon has definitely worn off by now.
Come on. Question is, which is more frustrating, this or Egg Catcher? Okay. Sweet Whisper. Dang it, he hit me during mic. I never suspected he could do that. I would say stone does make the fight safer.
Yeah.
Well, I'm losing a lot of health just trying to get to mix.
Mm-hmm.
Very much. Okay. Hey. Alright. On to bed tonight. That did not go well. Versus boss again. Fun to run and jump into the Star Ride. Okay. That was not worth it. That was not worth the damage I took. That was not... None of it. And the thing about Mix is that, like, although it's nice, and it has the potential to get us, like, a really good ability, there aren't any abilities that would make this a cakewalk. Enough that I can excuse how much damage it takes, just to get Mix.
Yeah, like there's no... Doesn't seem like there's a good way to get Mix without taking damage.
Only 6 damage. That's a lot. Come on, I pressed the stupid up button. Jump float split is good, but having up as like float is still very annoying. Like it's nice that they're mapped to like separate buttons, but like floating upwards with up is starting to get on my nerves. We get mics on shining bright. Thanks. Great, wonderful. Can you please do the other attack? Not that one. Oh my goodness. Come on. Stop inching towards me. We can jump over that one. Okay, only 1 damage on Mr. Traffic and Mr. Bright. That's not too bad.
We're looking good. It is
big slap
9:39
around.
p.m. by the way.
I mean, I'll go till 10. That's our norm. That's
Yeah.
our 3 hours. After it crosses the threshold to after 10, we will officially be on our last attempt. There we go. Properly done, Krakow. Thanks for not inhaling when I told you to. At least it didn't cause anything this time. Going crazy this time.
It does seem like he gets faster.
Oh man, you want to.
Okay, so he legit can't hit you when you're floating at the top of the screen. Interesting.
This is not the most satisfying way to beat Meta Knight, but it is effective. And is much less dangerous than the normal version. Like blocked there.
Yeah.
But the thing is, every time he jumps, he also pauses before he gets back up. Before he does anything. He hates that I'm doing this. If this game had tighter controls, this would be a more effective strategy too, but... Well, not tighter controls, if I didn't have to worry about, like, all the input eating. Got one. Ooh, okay. Still, that was pretty good. That was a pretty successful strategy. Just like going up in the air. That's definitely how we're gonna fight Meta Knight. Because we lasted a pretty long time.
Yeah. Looks like he only had a few more hits left.
Damn. The trick is, like, you gotta get, like, down and out, like, quick enough. Which is hard because this game eats inputs. Which again, I cannot tell
Kirby
if
eats
that's a
inputs
lag
for
thing
breakfast.
or if it just eats them. Like, I can't tell if that's strictly a lag issue, but it will just eat your inputs. So it's hard to get down, get a swing in, and then get out. Because you have to be like solid weight on the ground to get your swing in.
Mm-hmm.
But he does have a
bounce,
pause there.
so
Yeah. And it helps if I don't float up as high, it gives more time. Wait. Well, it's pathetic showing against paintball. That's what we like to see. Oh. Barely jumped for that one. Okay. Yay. That wet dog smell.
you know, it's not often mentioned, but like later Kirby games would have Crash be like a big explosion, but I love how in this game Kirby just flies around the screen and defeats everything.
It is nice. Even dodge the bloody after attack. The attack that comes after the normal attack. Because the game hates you sometimes.
I think the glitch happened again.
Oh, well, last time you disconnecting helped. Oh, so this time it just stays. So I think this is close enough.
It's happened
doing well
in
enough?
Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright both times.
Yeah, of course it did. I think this will be our last run.
Alright.
Because we are doing well with this run. But I just jinxed myself. But I figured we're doing well this run anyway. And it's very close to 10 anyway. So we can be done. Would have been nicer if that had not happened. Missed. Alright, got him. Heavy more is here. Not overly difficult, but they're kind of annoying. Heavy more. There we go. Alright, let's see if cheating can help with Meta Knight. Does Meta Knight also get faster later in his battle? I was all
I don't know.
stupid. If you do the little sword attack as you fall, you don't pop.
That is definitely good to keep in mind.
But also, I think it might be better to just try and hit him with... I mean, it's tricky because, you know, that happens quite a bit. But I think it's better to try and hit him with the mid-air attack because it's less inputs.
So you said that was the last run?
Yeah, that was the last one.
Alright, I'll prepare to...
Yeah, so follow my Twitter, keep watching the channel, subscribe to the channel, go on the archive channel to see all the old episodes of this Kirby's Adventure thing. To get context.
We got a lot of viewers this time, it's nice.
Kirby's Adventure.
Thanks, y'all.
Yeah. Look at everything relevant is in a link in the description. And thank you for flying with the Flightship. Alright, end it off.
Stream has